Mabuhay! Good afternoon, everyone!
So today we're going to have an interview with someone about the practice that they have in their family that is culturally based. Good morning. We're going to ask you some questions regarding the practice that you have in your family. So one of those questions is that what practice you have in your family that is culturally based?
Okay, so in our family, since we are a member of the Sabanan tribe, we have a lot of practices that I could share, but I'll be giving you three. So the first one is in our families, disclaimer, there are some Sabanan that follow these practices, and there are also Sabanan that don't know these practices or stop doing these practices. So, but in our case, we are still doing it up until now. So the first one, we really put emphasis on education when it comes to academics. So, for every end and start of the school year, we perform or we do some rituals as a form of thanksgiving or thank you offering for all the help and the guidance that we got for finishing the school year. For the start of the school year, we also perform some rituals to ask for guidance, of course, for the smooth academic flow. And then the second one is more on culture, specifically or during the way we plant our crops. We are really prohibited to engage ourselves in any form of gambling. So during a part, as you observe, Manggod, di ba, have you been to gambling site? Mga ingonana, like mga casino, mga sabungan, di ba? As you observe, people were magtapok man na sila. So magtapok kay kanadaghang tao. So just like that, kung magtanom ka tapos mo engage ka gambling, so there is a possibility nga kanang mga pest nga pwede mo atake sa imong mga tanom is magtapok pud na. So ang mga yield nimo is wala, mahurot sa mga peste, mga kuan, different kind of insects nga mo atake sa imong mga tanom. Usually sa among family dili gyud mi anang mga gambling, mas kina ng mga online dili man na kanang mga lotto, mga scatter karon. So wala mi ana. Next one is kanang we usually have our pets. So sa amo nagid may pets because it is believed nga naa kay pet sa imong home or naa kay buhi, whether ibaligya siya or buhi lang nimo siya, dapat kay naa jud kay certain nga animal nga you are taking care of. Because if ever daw kuno there are kanang mga sakit bitaw, there are diseases, instead nga sa tao siya mapunta, is mapunta siya sa hayop. So it's kind like hitting two birds in one stone because pwede mo siya mabaligya and then pwede po siya makasave sa imong self. So that's our belief pod when we raise animals or we have our pets.
From the knowledge you have learned from your grandparents, where did that practice came from?
It came from our great-great-grandparents. It was just being passed through continuously practicing it.
Do you have any idea kung asa na siya na province or district gagikan?
Ay probably sa amo kay sa kuan municipality of Manhukan diha sa bukid nga part kay usually ang site gyud sa amo ang lugar is kanang end pasaka to siya paangat. So end sa road didto nagpuyo among mga great grandparents. So usually di na ka mag-expect nga kanang doon siya sa kabihasnan kay imagine end sa road ba yun layo man gud sa kabihasnan, so dili kay maapektuhan ang belief, dili kay siya ma-modernize kay layo siya sa civilization. So mo to naga-continue kay naaman mi nga mga apo nga nagasunod.
Do you really believe that those practices are effective?
We can't really say that those practices are really effective since when we base it on science, there are no really explanations that could really satisfy those events. But on our part man God, wala kang puy mawala kung among tuuhan, wala puy mawala kung dili na mo tuuhan, but as a form of respect sa among tribal leaders and of course among parents, grandparents, we still follow those practices and of course believe that somehow it is affecting our lives.
How important is this practice to your family?
Maybe it's very important for us since those practices binds us together and like it is making our bond stronger than before. So by doing those practices, we get to bond with each other, we get to talk about life, and then of course, those are very special practices for us because it made us distinct from other people. Because as you know, it is not a very common practice for us. So it makes our family mas stronger ang bond naman sa family.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That would be all the questions. And thank you so much sa pag-cooperate